today's day in the life. So today is Thursday, January 21st, and I'm starting this video super late. It is 2 p.m. right now. I honestly wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to getting ready again tomorrow, so I'm just gonna go ahead and film today. I have already done a lot of the things that I typically do in my day in the life, so I'm gonna just show you guys or go through what I've done so far, and then I'll get into what I wanted to cover today, which is printers, because I did not intend to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but I think I did. So I'm gonna talk about that. But today I've already cut the mystery kits. I was scheduled to cut the sheet 2 today for vertical, and I'm actually cutting sheet 3 so I can finish them up today. Those will go up on Sunday. They're only available one day, so if you haven't picked it up, then you missed it, but there's always mystery kits every single month, so keep an eye out for the next one. I already cut all of the stuff that I was scheduled to cut for April. I worked on restocks. I filled 20 orders today. I filmed my weekly check-in, and I also edited it, and it's uploading right now. I had a mortgage appointment today where I was going over like getting pre-approved. I talked about that in my weekly check-in, so if you didn't check that out already, go check that out. And then I also did something else. I had another meeting, another appointment, and I'm going to talk about that in the next day in the life, because I don't want this to be like packed full of just me telling you guys updates. So anyway, in between these cutting and me eating my lunch, I just had a sandwich, I'm going to talk about the printers. So I've talked about this a lot, but I do currently use the HP MB Photo 7855. That has been the printer, or the printers, because I have 6 now, that I've been using since I started my shop 2 years ago. Okay, so I'm hoping this video isn't like super choppy, but because I'm getting up and down to do these, hopefully I'm just staying on track with what I'm trying to say. So I've been using the same printers for 2 years now, and throughout those 2 years I have gone through a ton of printers. These are not the original ones. I've probably had over 10 printers, maybe even close to 20 printers since I started my shop. They're relatively cheap. I think they're like $230. You can get them on sale, so they're not ridiculously expensive. But when I did my research, when I was starting my shop, I went with these printers because I knew that I wanted like photo quality when it comes to printing stickers. That's something that like just seemed to be the best option. And I really liked that HP had the instant ink option, because I knew as a sticker shop owner I'd be going through a lot of ink. I didn't start with the HP instant ink, just an FYI. I did that later when I realized that it would work for me, because I was nervous about them not sending the ink in time, and I have a whole drawer full of ink right now. So that is not an issue at all. If you have the business plan, it's usually a pretty good deal. I definitely save money now, as opposed to like buying separate ink cartridges. So anyway, I've been having a lot of issues with them. They smear quite a bit, so like when I'm printing stuff out, there's a lot of instances where like if you print too much at one time, they start smearing and messing up, and so I have to stop them, restart them, do some maintenance type of stuff to get them working all over again. Okay, so that has been kind of an ongoing issue. I've had that same issue for 2 years, and I've learned to work around it. But recently I've been having other issues where my paper, no matter if I'm using sticker paper or plain paper, that it like doesn't feed correctly. So I'm getting a lot of paper jams. I'm getting a lot of instances where the printer's saying that the size is not correct, and that it'll just completely cancel the job. So I've been having a lot of issues, and I'm like, you know what, I'm fed up. I'm at the point where I'm gonna take the time whenever I have it to research other printers, and that's what led me to today. So sticker paper printers, they're all kind of like taboo, hopefully that's the right word, when it comes to like owners sharing what they use. I don't personally share certain things, but I've always shared my printers, because when I'm doing these day in the lives, it's almost impossible not to share. But it's really hard to get information on like what works for other people, because most people do not want to share, and I get it. It's part of your business. It's how you stay competitive. When you're a business owner and your income depends on it, that's something you have to consider, so I get it. So I've done research since I started experiencing those issues, and I came across the Epson printers. I always thought HP was like a decent printer, but then the more research I did, I found that HP printers are kind of like the bottom of the barrel apparently. So I found Epson printers, and I realized that they now have this thing called an eco tank. So I'm like, okay, let me check out this printer and see if it'll work. Okay, so I found the eco tanks, and I love the idea that they were supposed to have ink like in bottles. It was supposed to be like cost effective. The research that I did, like watching videos and all of that, seeing them test out pictures, it looked like the quality was pretty good. And I'm actually gonna print out stuff on my HP printer and also print stuff out on the Epson and show you guys the difference. I'm not sure if my camera will pick it up, but there's a noticeable difference. So I wanted to let you guys know the exact printer that I got. So I got the Epson EcoTank Pro ET16600, the wireless all-in-one inkjet printer. I have also tried laser printers in the past, and the laser printers just don't have as good quality. The printer was $999.99. So it is more than four times what a normal printer would be. So I'm like, okay, maybe you have to spend money to get good quality. Like maybe that is what you need to do. And it's not the case. I'm returning the printer. I wouldn't say that my hunt for a good printer is done. It just takes a lot of time to like physically set up the printers and to test them out and then have to return them. I still have the Epson here because I wanted to do this video and talk about it and show you guys it. I think it would be a great printer if you like homeschool, or if you like just print like regular stuff. And even if you're making stickers, well, I don't know why you'd spend that much money on a printer if you're just doing them for yourself. But if you're not selling stickers, I feel like the quality would be okay. But for me, like for what I currently have in quality, I would not be okay with keeping that printer. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys the printer, all of that. I'm gonna go through like a little test run and try and show you guys the difference. I'm not sure if it'll show up or not. But yeah, I'm returning it sadly. And actually at the same time that I bought the Epson, I also bought a different HP printer. It's probably half the price, and it's not a photo printer. It's just like a regular printer, and I wanted to test and see if that would make a difference. If all HP printers are like the same quality, or if the photo ones are really better. And I did find that the photo printers that I use are better quality than just a regular HP printer. So this is definitely a learning process. Dealing with printers, it's not a ton of fun because again, there's a lot of setup time, there's a lot of testing, you're wasting paper and ink and all of that. But when you are a business owner, like that's just part of the game. So I will be returning the Epson Eco Tank. I'm super bummed. Like I have been like dreaming that this would be like the solution for me. And the hard part is, and what really keeps me with the HP printers, is that the instant ink makes a huge difference, because with the amount that I print, the instant ink really does like make it super cost effective. I know there are lots of like Epson printers and Canon printers that you can buy, that you can just buy like a bunch of different ink cartridges, but that would be so expensive that would be extremely expensive for me to do. Like with the quantity that I'm printing and how much I have to like test stuff, it would just be super expensive to maintain. So I'm still on the hunt. It's going to take a little backseat right now as I like get through everything, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on what I tried, why it didn't work, all of that fun stuff. So that goes to show you that sometimes more expensive does not always mean better quality.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how, rewind.
Alright guys, so I showed you guys the printer's printing. Just for reference, I did do 2 tests. the HP, I know the quality. You guys know the quality if you buy stickers from me. But I did 2 different versions of the Epson printer just so that, hopefully I'm saying that right. For some reason it sounded wrong when I said it, but hopefully I'm saying it right. So I did like the basic run, like basic print. I didn't change any settings, anything like that. And then I did like best quality. I changed all the settings to be like the absolute best. And this is what happened. And before I show it to you, I wanted to mention my HP printers are decent when it comes to like printing stuff out. Of course, if I print like a normal piece of paper and it's just on plain paper, it's really fast, but it takes longer if you're doing like better quality and if it involves a lot of ink. So I would say when it comes to the 2 printers, best quality, the Epson printer takes a lot longer to print. And I took a little clip, hopefully you guys see that in the clip before this, but it does take a lot longer. Even though it's more of like a business type of printer, it does take longer for the best quality. So I'm gonna flip you guys around, show you guys the differences, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so this is my HP printer, and I hope this like actually works, me showing you guys this. I have my lights on, I'm right by the window. So it's pretty good quality. Like if you get in close, like there's not a ton of pigment or and like little dots. I feel like it really does come off like nice quality. Okay, so this is the HP. Then we move on here, and this is going to be the like quick version, not like a special quality for the Epson printer. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me like, hopefully you can see how grainy that is. Like even here, like, can you guys see the little dots in my logo and how like, I feel like pigmented isn't the right word. Grainy, how grainy it is. So it's not good quality at all. Like I wouldn't even use this for personal use. That's how bad it is. And then you move over to the best quality, and the best quality is better. You could still see the grain. I hope that you guys can see this, but it's like a completely different color. And let me, like, this is truer to the color. This is like a lot darker. I don't know if there's a way for me to change that. Again, this takes like so much time to print. The quality is still not great though. Like it's darker, so maybe you can adjust that, but like you can still see the grain. Like you can see it's just grainy, and I feel like you can tell the most when it comes to my logo. So this is best quality when it comes to HP. This is like what you guys get when you buy from my shop. And this is the Epson printer. You can tell it's a completely different color. And besides the color aspects, because I feel like as long as I wasn't printing like the same month, it wouldn't matter a ton. Besides that, this is super grainy. Like it doesn't seem like it was printed on a good printer. It doesn't seem like it was printed on $1,000 printer. Now, I know when I'm showing you guys these that my printers that I use, the HP printers, are photo printers. So they are meant for printing photo quality. I don't know if they're meant to be printing the quantity that I'm doing, but they're meant to be printing like better quality and like picture quality. I understand that the Epson printer that I got is more of like a business type of printer, which is more used for like printing documents. I get that. But from the reviews that I did, not reviews, but like the reviews that I watched, people printed photos and they looked pretty good. So I'm like, okay, maybe this will work. And it just doesn't. It's a little bit less noticeable when you print out washi. Like if I printed out the February washi, it would be a little bit less noticeable when you do best quality. But even with best quality, the colors are not the same. And it's almost like the Epson printer misses some of the colors that the HP picks up. And they both have the 3 colors. That's another thing, like with the ink. I use like tricolor and black in my HP printers. And I know the more ink cartridges you have, the more color options you have, the better quality it's supposed to be. So it's not like I went with one that's like lower quality when it comes to like the ink selections. You would even think that it might be better because the ink's not in the same thing. And anyway, I just wanted to show you guys the difference. If you are thinking about picking up the Epson Inco tank and you're like wondering if it's worth it, wondering what the quality is like, hopefully that helps. Again, there might be other settings that you can adjust, but just from, you know, my brief test runs with this, setting it up and everything, it just doesn't seem like I'm ever going to get the quality that I need and be able to do so in the speed that I need it. Because one nice thing about having like a business type of printer is that it should hopefully be faster, and it is if you're not printing like best quality. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know it might not be helpful for you guys who just like to see what I'm doing, but I got a lot of questions about like, oh, what ended up happening? And I'm like, man, I didn't know it was going to be like this cliffhanger situation. I didn't think that people were going to care at all about the printer, but that's what we're working with. It is 2:45. Jason went to pick up Macy from school. Mila is not sleeping. I can hear her right now. So I'm gonna try and give her some more time to sleep. I'm sweating. My office is so hot when the sun is like shining in. I'm going to pack up the remaining mystery kits, the vertical kits, because I just finished cutting the last sheet. I'm gonna pack those up, and I'm also going to fill out my daily duo for tomorrow. I always like to do that before I finish out the day, so I have to fill out Friday. So I'm gonna do those two things. I'll show you guys like a little quick time-lapse type of thing, and then Mila's probably gonna want to get up, so we're gonna get into that. But I just figured I'd give you guys an update on the printer situation. So far, not good, but that's okay. Like, we have time. My printers are actually behaving right now, so that is good. And I'm trying to figure out like long-term, like big picture types of stuff right now. So I feel like for right now, it's okay. I can get the printers to cooperate most of the time. If not, I can, you know, use a different printer. But anyway, just wanted to give you guys an update. So let me go ahead and get into like finishing up some work, and then we can get into the rest of the day.
Work it out. Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Only time will tell. Why do you keep telling me nothing? But I know all your flaws, at least they say something. Still I try to connect with you through your eyes. Your eyes. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time will tell. I still want all of you, and I know all your colors. And I guess 'cause of that I can think of no others. Yeah, I need you to breathe. Without you I'm lost. I'm lost, yeah. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Alright guys, so it is now 3:18. Mila is awake. Jason and Macy just got back home. Mila did not want to take a nap. I went in and fed her again and she did not want to nap. I think she's teething because her cheeks are all red. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something really quick because I'm like super excited about it and I always want to share stuff with you guys when I'm excited about it. So I've gotten back into reading and I'm reading not like self-development books or books relating to like business stuff, but like instead like, I don't know, fun books. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys that I've been doing that. I read this book here in 5 years and I read this book in 2 days. Like, it's not that long, but it was so good. And now I'm reading Regretting You. Mila, what are you doing? So I'm reading that and it's seriously been a couple days that I started reading again, but I've gotten really into it. I am waiting on a book from a subscription service called, why do I always forget this name? Book of the Month. I actually got the dating plan and I'm gonna leave a link down below if you wanna sign up. It was only $9.99 for the first month and it's like a hardcover book. And every month it's $12.99 for the first book and then you can get other books as well. But you choose their selection. I'm not sponsored or anything. I kind of found them and I'm like, oh, this will work so good for me. So I'm super excited about it. But my book from the subscription service should be coming soon. And I'm planning on using my allowance to do it every single month because I've just been so bored with watching TV and shows and movies. So this is kind of a good alternative for me. Like, keeps me interested, super exciting. Macy's home. But I just wanted to quickly let you guys know about it and let you know that you can sign up. Thanks, Mace. If you want to, in the link down below. Hi, cutie. How was your day at school? Aw, so sweet. Oh, she wants pretzels, huh? Alright guys, so it is much later. It is 8 o'clock right now. The kids are in bed. All of the stuff that I needed to prep for work tomorrow is done. I'm about to start reading and I talked a little bit in the previous clip. I'm not sure exactly how much of it I'm going to keep, but I talked a little bit about the fact that I discovered this service or this subscription called Book of the Month. They have an app, so I'm on the app right now and I'm super excited about it. So I got really sick of watching TV, watching shows, movies, stuff that I've seen 100 times before, and I'm like, you know what, let me get back into reading. I used to love reading. Before I had Macy, I used to read all the time. I would read series and I was really into it. Like, I didn't watch that much TV. And I just feel like I've been so just bored with everything that's out. So anyway, I finished In 5 Years by Rebecca Serle, S-E-R-L-E. And I finished this in 2 days. I know it's not that big of a book, but it was really good. I'm not going to go into too much of it. I know that a lot of people like this book or don't like this book, but I thought it was pretty good. I feel like it was a good message. So then I just started reading Regretting You. I'm probably a fourth of the way through right now, maybe even more than that, but I legit did that in 1 day. So I've just been really big into books, really been big into reading this week. And I figured I'd mention it to you guys because if you want to, you know, do something different, read something different, I really think the Book of the Month subscription is going to be really nice. Again, I think it's like $12. The first month it's like $10. And you get a book, a hardcover book, and you can choose the book that you want out of like a couple of the options. They give you like a little brief summary. I'm really big into the brief summaries because I don't want them to give too much away to me. But you can add other books to the box if you want. I just think it's a really fun thing. A really fun thing to do, a really fun thing to just be excited about getting. I am using my own allowance for it because I might as well. I have nothing else to spend it on. But I figured I'd share it with you guys. If you want to sign up, I will have a link down below where you can sign up. I think I just get credits or something if you use the link. But I think if you do sign up, then you'll get your first one like at a discounted price, which is always nice. I did pick up, what was that book? For January, I picked up The Dating Plan, and I'm super excited about that book. It's actually on its way. I've been tracking it like nonstop, so hopefully it'll get here soon, but I still have to finish this book. So I have a bunch of books that I'm looking forward to reading. I'm just excited about it. I feel like it's hard to get excited about things nowadays, especially with everything going on in the world. So if you're looking for books and you want something exciting, this may be it, even though reading, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you think. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm super excited about it. You'll probably hear me talking more about it because it's just the new thing that I've been into. But my camera's about to die, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.